Willie D Live.
Yeah.
Believe in that
but
shit.
You know, like you're absolutely right about the unity, but you cannot discount, the targeting that happens against us daily. Like you're
right.
So when people start talking about why can't you guys this and why you guys this and why or how does people come from over here and do this and do that?
Yeah.
Because they're not being targeted. Like you can say what you want, but no group of people in the history of civilization has ever been able to reach their optimum potential when they've been targeted by their own government. The government makes the laws, the government enforces the laws.
No, you're right.
So they can move the goalposts whenever they feel like that. That's why when you had a few hundred cities, a few hundred towns in America,
burned down,
where black people were thriving and black people owned all of their shit. They were self-sufficient, independent. They owned the hospitals, the courts,
banks.
The banks. Yeah, everything that you had a use for, the schools, they were self-sufficient, independent, and they came through and burned down everything and destroyed everything.
That's
so when they
true.
start talking that pull yourself up by the bootstrap shit, they lying. It's all fake.
Yeah, the pull yourself up by the bootstraps is a bunch of bullshit, and because they have been, and they do burn it. You got the 7 towns that are drowned under lakes. Lake Lanier that drowned 7 black towns. They actually put rivers over them. There are lakes over them. So you're right. The government will do shit to shut us down. But I'm not saying like physical. I just think mentally we should all be together still. We have no choice.
Well, I think we've made I think to your point, we made tremendous strides.
No doubt. That's facts.
Even with all of that, all of that trauma,
that's right.
all of those atrocities, all of that targeting.
That's right.
We rise.
We still, no doubt.
Thank God for Maya Angelou.
Yes, I rise.
Thank God. Thank God for her. Yeah. Man, what is your take on Kamala Harris blowing $1 billion for within a couple of months for the election and losing? And what do you think? What did you think about that video, that viral video that came out where she was thanking her constituents? After the election, I think that viral video came out a few days ago.
I think that it's politics. You spend money to win. It's politics. Spending money and losing is part of politics. What politician doesn't raise money? You got to raise money, you get money, and you lose money.
And you're supposed to spend the money,
You're supposed to spend the money. Yeah, you got to do whatever it takes to win. It's no different than getting a team. Like, I want to buy the best players to win. If it's called cheating, then so be it. Some people say Donald Trump probably bought the fucking election. I'm like, this is politics. You play dirty. That's what the fuck you do.
I think he stole it. I think he stole it.
I think he stole it. Because he even said, you don't have to worry about voting for me. The votes it doesn't matter. It's politics. Okay, look at it. Even when in the debate, Trump's like, I ain't doing another debate. How about that? And they let him do just all right, no debates. That's white male power. He used that. Then when Kamala was kind of stomping him in the debate, she really did a good job. He just goes, they're eating the dogs. They're eating dogs, they're eating cats. It's so bad. They're eating dogs, they're eating cats. I saw the whole thing on TV. They're eating hippos, they're barbecuing parakeets. It's so bad. Barbecuing parakeets, can you believe it? They're eating dogs. And Kamala, she doesn't care about the dogs or the cats. I've never seen this in my life. And they're eating dogs and cats. He went on such a fucking tangent. Kamala was like, I've never seen Kamala look blacker than ever. She was like, what's this motherfucker talking about? They're eating dogs. She doesn't know because she's a terrible vice president. And Joe Biden right now is shitting his pants. I call him Sloppy Joe. He's Sloppy Joe. Whenever he shits his pants, he's sloppy. But that was the funniest shit. I laughed for a long time. They're eating the dogs. Meow, meow, ruff, ruff. And I love dogs. I love cats. They're some of the best animals. You ever get a dog or a cat? I tell you, it's so great. But that Kamala, she's going to get rid of all the dogs and cats. And I tell you, those barbecued parakeets, these people love barbecue.
But what is your prediction?
The blacks.
What is your prediction for the blacks over the next 4 years?
My prediction for the blacks, who knows? But I know we need the NFL and the NBA, so you don't have to worry. We need championships. We need lots of dunks. We need lots of touchdowns. So it depends. There's special kind of blacks. The way he says blacks, he keeps that L up there, blacks. Because he goes, Kamala Harris, she was Indian for 10 years. When I met her, she was Indian. Every time I saw her, I don't know her that well, but I'd say, hey, well, what are you? I'm Indian. And then 10 minutes ago, she turned black. She turned black. She turned into a black person. It was very strange.
Man,